People only show you what they want you to see. You have to remember that while you're scrolling through your socials, fantasizing about the lives of the strangers through the screen, there's a fair chance that they were sat exactly where you are a short time ago. Captioning quotes from books they've never read, posting shots from exotic temples they barely stopped to learn about, or pretending they live in a jungle hut they spent one night in. I'm not trying to be cynical. I don't doubt for a second they're having the time of their lives, but so many of us buy into these projections of perfection and wind up underwhelmed with our own lives, questioning our own reasons for the choices we make. I'd love to tell you that I started traveling to find myself spiritually. I wish I could say I started teaching online because I had a deep yearning to dive into the noble profession of passing knowledge to the future of our world. I'd lie and say that every day on the road is as polished and vibrant as my Instagram feed suggests. But I left because I loathed the existential dread I felt every morning as I pulled into my 9 to 5. I started teaching because it was a paycheck that didn't tie me down. And the 8 hours I spent yesterday sweating and fearing for my life on a death bus across Borneo would not have matched the volume of likes I got from my posts on the Great Wall of China. But my point isn't that travel sucks, or that everyone we see online are compulsive liars. It's that we have to do things for our reasons, and yours are just as valid as everyone else's. Travel for me was about freedom, for reminding myself that society's expectations of me were all make-believe, just serving suggestions to do with what I will. For Jess, it was about proving to herself she could do something she never thought possible before. If you read Eat, Pray, Love and bought a ticket to Rome, fair play. If you just really like Indian food and you wanted to stuff your face for a few months, all power to you. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it. What matters are the big, empty spaces and how you fill them. We've been on the road for almost 6 months now. We've not been anywhere longer than a few weeks, and our path has seen us camping on the Great Wall of China, living with nomads in Mongolia, getting our asses kicked at video games in Tokyo, stuffing our faces with street food in Malaysia, hiking through the Bornean rainforest, and making new friends with the nicest people in the world in Brunei. The sum of all these breathtaking moments might be a combined fortnight of our travels. We could take 2-week vacations a year, do everything in that list, and still never truly break free from the day-to-day nuanced rituals that dictate our life at home. How we fill those empty spaces are what dictates everything we get from travel. For us, it's partly filled by teaching. It wasn't a reason for anything, it was a means to an end, a convenient paycheck that could follow us around the globe instead of chaining us to the gloomy confines of our offices. Now we work a few hours a week on balconies, in foreign cities, and in less ideal situations, while sitting on a toilet. You've definitely not seen that one on anyone's Instagram feed. But out of the pragmatism emerged utter joy at watching these tiny humans on the other side of the screen growing. They can frustrate the hell out of you, don't get me wrong, but the little breakthroughs, the affection they can show you, and the sheer intelligence that someone as young as 4 years old can show adds to the salary and sheer emotional value. It's also filled with each other. We've been together 24/7 for 6 months, and we now know that we are perfect. We never fight. It's so easy. The empty spaces are for ourselves, to work out if the reasons we left for are the right reasons. They're for finding new reasons. They're for being more comfortable with your own thoughts. They're for patience. They're for discomfort. They're for learning. They're for whatever you need them to be. And with the slow, intentional movement through the world that travel offers, it ceases to be an escape from life, but a realization that life is exactly whatever you want it to be. What's your reason?
To make up for the loss of your grandfather.
Because my well-paid job with all the benefits did not fulfill me.
Because of all the new sunsets to see.
Because I love escaping everyday life.
To be our long-distance relationship.
Oh, because Anthony Bourdain is my spirit animal.
You travel because I told you to get out of the house and go and see the world.
Because of local experiences.
Freedom.
And food. Food, yeah. Oh my god, yes, food.
Because we wanted to chase our passions.
Be our own bosses and spend every day together.
Because once I started, I literally couldn't stop.
Because we wanted to get off of autopilot.
Well, I get the same adrenaline rush traveling as I do as jumping on an airplane.
So that I can get away from people that I know for a bit.
Because the UK is a very, very small place.
Because who knows what's out there, and you've only got one life to see it all.
To unplug and refresh.
To find the world's most beautiful oceans.
Because life is short and the world is big.
I want to experience the world in an intimate and adventurous way.
I just like chicken and naan.
Now roll that cliched travel montage. Go forth, my brothers, my sisters, into thy great unknown. Eat thy chicken and naan. Discover yourself. Go! Hashtag travel. Hashtag find yourself. Hashtag get lost. Hashtag get lost and find yourself. Hashtag travel life. Hashtag travel always. Hashtag adventure. Hashtag adventure onwards. Hashtag never stop traveling. Hashtag chicken and naan. Hashtag catch flights, not feelings. Hashtag wonder. Hashtag.